Welcome back, everybody, to another episode. I guess it wouldn't be an episode. Um, so we did the PTR for Diablo 4. It was fun. They did a lot of changes to it. Um, they added a lot of things, so it's gonna be a good change of pace. Thank you. Hot. Okay. Thank you. um, and it served its purpose and it did its job because it got me to engage with Diablo again, as to where I had given up pretty much what I don't know halfway through Barber. Um, Barber made it really hard to enjoy the game because anytime you were out in the world and you're doing a world boss or you're doing everything else, it's never fun when you attack enemies and your screen just says immune. Obviously they weren't immune because it was stacking damage, but it was just dumb. I don't know. It was an interesting thing that they tried, um, poorly executed. But they did get me to re-engage with season three, right? So I kind of wanted to do a comparative video for season three, to go over some of the things, mainly because I went into the PTR and I saw a lot of changes that I thought were new, but apparently they were already active within this season, and that's awesome. Super excited that they were making so much work and effort. The game still felt very ow, excuse me. It was still a struggle. um I went full meme mode for this. I built the dumbest build. I'll show you that in a little bit. Um I didn't try to do a power build or do anything extra with that. I didn't want to. I just wanted it to be fun and like kind of engage with it. It's got its moments. I went and I PvP'd with it for a little bit. It was really hard because there's still not a lot of people playing. But I mean, so the biggest thing is, as you can see, the stat pool hadn't changed yet. It's still atrocious. You get so many dead items and dead stats, and oh god, um, you know, overpower chance, overpower damage, vulnerability damage, damage with all cold, with frost, with poison. Like, it's got everything under the sun. um, they had a lot of really cool uniques. The power grading, the power scaling was, it is the same. Some of the things in the ability changes were definitely apparent in this one. Um, so overall, the game felt very, very similar, to what my original experience was, but a whole lot better. And I say a whole lot better because going from season one and season two to this, they are very drastically different games. And so I do applaud Blizzard for doing those things, but obviously they were not very big changes. Um, Season wise, this season was sort of like, eh. It didn't feel very engaging or very good. I never clicked on that. Um, all the items are meh. Like, this is 100% just. I don't know why I didn't even click on the. I mean, that's how much I didn't care about it. As I'm going through it, I'm seeing I didn't click on things. Um, like, this is my reward. Is it just a really generic looking horse that looks very similar to another horse you already had? Um, so I don't know. Like, it definitely, it definitely did not feel like they put a lot of effort into it. But a lot of that could also be because, yeah, sorry, I had to turn something off. That could also just be because they were focusing on trying to make the game better in other areas. So maybe they just sort of like phoned this one in. But again, you're trying to charge people $10, $20. You want them to buy the accelerated pass to get more experience. Um, I did not buy the accelerated pass, and I completed it super easy. I didn't start long ago. I think my character's got maybe 2 days played on it. I did not engage with any of the quests, the campaign, any of this stuff. It all still felt like, I don't know. It was cool the first time, but to be honest, I don't feel like there was a lot of memorable moments in it beyond just a couple things. You have the same codex of power. You have all the normal issues that were going with it, and like we go over to our stash, right? And I have an insane amount of items being saved. I have aspects being saved. It's just like I've spent more time like farming items I'm never gonna use. Just that's how I play it. And I also wanted to try a different couple of builds. I didn't know if I wanted to make a couple characters. Um, as to where like the actual season story, it was kind of fun. Ultimately, you end up with this little Sensual pet, um, and you get to put abilities on them. You can actually get some really cool ones with like Genesis and Evernight, where like they can make you super powerful. Um, the Uber system is insane. Like you're farming monster parts to kill a monster to gain another monster part. So like it's almost ludicrous. Like I had to farm living steels to kill a guy to uh get a different aspect, and then I had to get this mucus as well from killing another boss. Like it's it's crazy the amount of like additional farming systems they added into it. I don't know if that's really going to be the same for the PTR. Um, but like it's the amount of you have to farm a ton of stuff in order to get a little amount of stuff to farm more stuff. Um, I know next season they're gonna add it to where like when you're killing those Uber bosses, you will get the shards to create Uber gear, and you can create Uber gear in a bunch of things. Um, yeah, then they added this where like these are all the stones I get outside of the chests, right? Because ultimately you want to get everything to level 10. It definitely felt like this season they added a lot of menial tasks into the world to make it better. And then once you get it to level 10, it'll break down into the resource, so that you can get more coin or more shards to build more. Um, but it's like at this point, like I'm not going to use anything but these. So these are just leveling up. But it's like to get from level 9 to 10, I have to find 6 of these now. So I have to find 6 of the legendary version of it, which isn't hard. It's just mindless time consumption where like you just have to keep doing it. I'm going to do a dungeon here in a second. Um, let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to do one. I was screwing around. Well, maybe I'll be able to. All right, so they added, and maybe this is why I don't like it, because if you've watched my other videos, I hate sigils. I think they're a terrible system. I hate the monster prefixes. It just makes the game unenjoyable. It makes everything about it annoying. I hate how I'm being chased by a bunch of freaking things that just it makes my experience it makes me have a negative experience, like hands down. But we're gonna go through real quick. I'm gonna do a quick one. So my build is really dumb. I'm it is I home crafted it, right? Uh I didn't go online and find an awesome version of the build. So I don't know, maybe there's a better version of it. But I don't like doing that. I like crafting my own things. Um let's see. I will show this off in a fun way, but I don't know how. Well, we're gonna go with the text. Okay. Um, so my build is I based it off of the PTR of what I want to do for one of the builds. So with the PTR changes to enchant, this becomes, if I remember correctly, it becomes 100% chance that when I stun an enemy, I release 3 charged bolts. And so I have this build in mind where my entire purpose of this build is to teleport around. Okay. So I built this in preempt of that to test it out. And surprisingly, it kind of works. That's why I'm making this video, because I think it's stupid. But so the build is designed so that I am just rushing through everything. And I am vortexing in with teleport, and then my meteor is triggering down. And so the monsters are constantly stunned. I can do this at 100. It's not quite as successful because I don't have really good gear yet, but I was doing a 4-person 100-man dungeon the other day and succeeding. So then I do Lash to pull everything in, and it's super dumb. Because I'm also utilizing the randomness of the teleport off of the Oculus. Because I really wanted to do a build where I actually used the Oculus, because I just felt like, okay, I'm really glass cannon, so I'm gonna die a lot. But I could have went with like a super powerful build like Blizzard or any of those other things, but ultimately I just wanted to do something fun because it's like the last season before the game really changes. And so essentially after the PTR, what's going to happen is every time I teleport, I'm going to stun, and then when I stun, what's going to happen is it's going to cause my charged bolt to explode, because it's hitting the same target for free every time. And by the way, these new viziers they added are they're just pure bullshit. They target you through walls. They're like better versions of corpse bows. And that right there is why I hate. I'm like trying to talk and like, you know, have fun. I don't want to be engaged like massively with the game every second of the day. Especially since I have a random multiplier on as well. So I have Meteor that's going off. I have my random teleports taking me into like multiple rooms, which was really funny when I was doing this in a full group, because I was literally fighting in like 5 rooms at the same time. And like I think I was kind of pissing them off because I have so much vortex off of the rain mitts that I was literally just pulling monsters in random directions. And I was driving them nuts. All right, so like I said, it works. It works really well when it works, and it works really bad, or it's really bad when it doesn't. I could probably make it beefier, and I could do more things. I just, like I said, I did it quick. I wanted to try something that I wouldn't have normally tried, like on another seasonal character, like when I was actually trying to play. And this is what Diablo should be for me. So my experience with Diablo and Diablo 2, it's having fun doing stupid builds like this, making a new character and getting to do this. But there's so much negative interaction with how this game originally lost. Like, you were never going to do this with other characters. Like, you were going to do the best builds you could because it took you forever to farm said gear to begin with. And then you know, it's just, I don't know. I like being able to theory craft. I like being able to try different dumb things that other people aren't going to think of or aren't going to do. That's what's fun about Diablo to me. Like, you can do so many things. Obviously, you can do all those stupid S tier ranks. Like, next season is going to be a billion barbs doing Dust Devils. It's going to be frozen orb sorks left and right. So when I get like a lot of space, as you can see, like I am all over the place. But I'm still doing constant damage to everything. And I vortex them in. Like, and I would spend more time theory crafting this into a way where, like, it was better. But, you know, like I said, I was just doing this for fun. And I kind of wanted you to just, you know, talk about I wanted to be able to say I did season 3 and I could see where the game was to where it's going to be with the next season. Um, and like I said, I actually do enjoy this season. I probably could have come back for this season and had enjoyment playing it, um, but not as much as I think I'm going to have with 4. I think ultimately this was like the step in the right direction, but I still think it was too far away to where ultimately Blizzard understood that they needed to do like a massive rehaul. I did a little bit of Uber farming. I think I ran Endurial like 15 or 20 times with a group of people. That was my fault. I was being 100% stupid. Because you can't control where teleport goes. Like that's the issue with it. But I also that's the fun with it, right? Is I can literally be all over the place. I was playtesting a couple different things. Maybe that's what's happening. Oh, I'm gonna die. I stopped to look at my gear. Well, that's a perfect example of why I hate sigils, because I can't stop to look at my gear, I can't stop to talk, I can't do anything. Whether it was Bill following me around a giant rock, all those other things. Like, I guess maybe if I could pause the dungeon, those wouldn't bother me so much. But like, I have kids, so if I'm doing a dungeon and all of a sudden my kid needs me, so I'm level 100. I'm not getting all 925. None of this gear is good or worth it or ever going to be worth it. It is what it is. All right. I'm going to go see if I can get into some PvP. It was really fun last night. I met a guy from Mexico. I was PvPing and he ran into me and I killed him a bunch of times. And he actually added me as a friend and started talking to me. He was just like, "What the hell are you playing?" He couldn't figure out my build. Well, let's see if we can go find someone to fight. Yeah, if Diablo had kept going on the path like this season was, I really truly believe it would have failed. Um, because this is not. There's a way too many negative engagements or too many negative detractors that are leading into it. All right, let's go ahead and flag. Hold on. Oh, there's people here. The boss didn't spawn. Nice. Mark. Mark me up, bad boy. There we go. Right. Go find somebody.
I need time to prepare that. I'm not ready yet.
And grab some seeds. See if I could trigger an event. So as you can see, like when the build goes off, it goes off so hard. Like it's a lot of fun to see damage triggering so like extensively that it can't even track it correctly. And I'm sure there'd be a much better way to build it. Come on, where's somebody? No, they're here. I just don't know where they're here. I wouldn't say this is like as fun as playing some of the other builds, but it's one I've always wanted to try, like to theory craft and to play, which is why I really did it.
I'm not ready yet.
Dude, where are they? No one's activated one of the things yet, so I can't go like try and fight them. But I'll do it. How about that? Someone come fight me. Gonna hide in here. Oh no, hold on. Okay, so there is one major issue. So I can't leave the ring, otherwise it stops fighting. But my teleport is random, so I do have the issue of sometimes I teleport out of the ring. So this is obviously not the build to be trying to like farm and complete this. This is just like literal shits and giggles. I'm just trying to draw somebody in. I'm gonna keep Surge up. Oh, I didn't even finish this last night. I kept on teleporting out while I was fighting people. I forgot. Literally, like. There's actually probably a meteor build I could do that I might be willing to try. Because meteor actually hits pretty good. When I was in the 100 dungeons, I was like getting some like 500k crits off this build. Oh, there we go. Player started a ritual. Let's get him. All right, let's see if I can get a kill. I'm gonna laugh when the first person I run into is just gonna annihilate me. I don't know if I'll be able to, but we're gonna try. So let's find him.
I appreciate it. Till our roads cross again.
I didn't even damage him. That's so funny. Dude, the barbs this season are... There's this... That was a Thorns build too, by the way. There's this Thorns barbs build in this that people have been playing, and that's probably going to annihilate me every single time. Let me see if I can get him on this one. Where is he? He's immune to everything. What the hell? Oh my god. Well, good for him. But how awesome. He doesn't even need to attack me. I just killed myself. Alright, I'm gonna hit him at least once. That's my entire mission, is to see him take damage. He just tanks my meteors. You hear? He's not here anymore. Damn it, where'd he go? Alright. There's dead things this way. We're gonna follow him. No. Oh no, the boss spawned. Maybe that means he's gone. There is supposed to be something like where the boss indicates when you come into a PvP area, if the boss spawns immediately, it means that there's no one flagged in the zone. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what they were telling me last night. Let's see. We got the boss over here. Is he fighting him? No, he's not. He's not even fighting him. Wouldn't that be funny if I found it uber unique while I was screwing around on this? I mean, you know, I expect there to be a ton of people playing this when the patch comes out. So you'll actually have the ability to, like, do some of this fun stuff that I don't think you can really do right now. I just don't think anyone's here to engage. he was here for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe he was maybe he's farming him to like get the horse or something else. And like I said, this build was not meant to be good. It was just meant to be fun and ridiculous to see if I could find a way to engage with the Oculus in like a meaningful way. And then I just loaded up with uniques because I was lazy, and I could get more uniques than actual like good rare items to build like a proper set of like damage reduction gear or anything like that. Trying to get any of that is like, yeah, good luck with that. As to where next season, I think you're gonna have a lot more ability to really craft, have the ability to craft some like gear to like facilitate whatever need you have, which is why I'm excited for the next season. Just trying to get this guy to like attack me. I don't remember, what is it? Do you need 10 to start showing up on the map? Or did they take that out of the game, maybe? I don't know. I thought if you had enough blood, you start showing up on the map. Yeah, so my gear on this is literally, it's all uniques, and then like, I think I have one rare on here. I think it's my boots. And I did it because I wanted the +4 to teleport on my boots. I'm gonna activate this, see if anyone else shows up, and then we'll get out of here. The Withered Boneyard. And I plan to get exactly that amount of seeds, the 69. I was gonna go for 69, but you know. Alright, maybe he'll show up. I really like Art Clash. I think that next season there's going to be a really good Art Clash build there. Really? No one's going to come? It's disappointing. But I mean, there's not enough people playing right now. I think that's ultimately the thing. Is there's just not enough people playing to like, and it's kind of felt that way on like world bosses and stuff too. For world bosses, I did a couple where there was like 3 of us, which I thought was pretty crazy. I mean, obviously the loot is on a world boss isn't exceptional, but I would kind of expect more than 3 to show up. But I don't know. They've just been kind of lackluster, and you know, I get it. Maybe not everyone came back after playing the PTR. A couple of people I talked to did, so you know, in that aspect, I think, you know, there was a degree of success that can be found in that. I forgot what these do. Decreases damage, teleport to a random location. Why would I not use that? When did they add these? Did they always have those? The cursed scrolls? I've never really PvP'd like heavily. But I mean, like next season, I want to do it. I want to have some fun doing it. Oh, that's right. You can get gear. I wonder if they have it so that you can actually gamble. I mean, that would be a cool thing. Cleanse me. If you had a higher chance of getting a better item, or not better item, a uber unique out of the PvP section to force people to do it. So you have a higher percentage than if you were going to do it naturally. That would be nice. I think that would help people engage with it. But ultimately, this was just a short video. Not that anyone cares, but I'm using Starfall Cronit so that I can have better meteors. I have Raminate so that I can have the Vortex built in for the teleport. I'm using Pain Gorgers because I'm hitting so many people with basic attacks or non-basic attacks through the Meteor and the Charged Bolt that this triggers pretty often. Um, I'm using Tybalt's because obviously it at least has some damage reduction to close enemies, and then during the Unstoppable you do an intense amount of increased damage. So these are pretty cool. And then I'm using Isu's for the crit strike bonus, mana reduction, but more importantly, the 21% move speed and then the evade move speed. So pretty much every time I teleport, I am just like I'm booking it. Obviously, I'm using Oculus because I wanted to see if I can really engage with the teleport on the dodge, but more importantly, I wanted to play with it because I've just never done it. And I like doing that. It doesn't work very well. This build would probably still work with another item, but I don't think it would work as well, or it would be much slower. And then I just have I have crap, just defensive mastery. I mean, like I said, I could literally be doing so much more. And then I have Tal Rashes, and then I have the Blue Rose. Um, it wasn't supposed to be great. It wasn't supposed to be grand. I wasn't like showing it off, like copying my build. I just wanted to, I'm gonna respec this over to probably Blizzard or maybe Fireball, um, and try and do like a really like S tier build and see how that goes. But I don't really have any desire to like arm and Uber on this season or do all this extra stuff. Like honestly, I could care less. This was just for fun. I just wanted a frame point or point of reference for going into next season, just reminding myself of the game. And like I said, I'm actually very pleasantly surprised because they did so much work. But definitely, I can understand why they felt like it just wasn't enough, and why enough people weren't coming back even with these changes, because they weren't important changes. Their game, and literally the game froze trying to access that. But go ahead and get this closed out. Good lord. Oh, like it completely bricked. That doesn't even show up in my. What the hell? That was weird. That was really weird. I downloaded Overwolf or some. I don't remember what I downloaded. But I'm gonna give that a shot to like build like the community best build, and we'll see. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of do a little update because I hadn't put another Diablo video, and I probably won't put another one up until the season officially starts, and we go into it. But super excited still. I hope you guys are as excited too, and I hope you really want to get in here and play this game. I understand a lot of people don't want to forgive them, or they don't think it's enough, or they don't want to, they got burned and that's it. I understand that. But you already bought the game. You don't have to spend money to continue playing it, right? Um, I think that's the best thing. Obviously, you wouldn't get the expert season pass or the increased experience gain season pass. I don't think there's any power level involved with it, so I don't think there's going to be that big an unfair advantage. I don't know. People will find whatever they want to. But hope you've enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe. Most importantly, do something kind for somebody else. Pieces.